Ladies and gentlemen, tonight is KSI v FAZE Temper. They did a face-to-face. I've heard it's hilarious. Obviously, there's no bad blood, so I'm kind of interested to see how this goes. But here we go. All right. Also, when I move into the house, and obviously we change up, like my setup will be different. This whole screen is probably going to change a little bit. So, yeah, it'll be different. Here we go. JJ versus FAZE Temper.
We are here 1 day away from our main event, Misfits into Zone Boxing X Series number 4, live from OVO Arena here in London.
OVO.
And I'm sitting with the main event.
It's
KSI,
not OVO, is it? It's OVO.
Temper,
I know it's the same, but...
For the last time before we step in the ring, KSI, you're sitting across
Ciao
from
away,
Temper.
by the way.
What are the feelings like, man? We're actually less than 1 day away now.
Honestly, excitement.
I need to sneeze. Cammy, out of all Sidemen apart from JJ, who would fight on Misfits? The most likely person to fight, I think, is Ethan. But I don't think anyone will.
I'm pumped. You know, my end goal is Jake Paul. So I just need to show everyone that I'm on a different level. And yeah, I'm just going to have to use you as
It's so weird.
one of the examples. But yeah, I'm pumped,
they're not like
ready.
friends,
you know,
but they
trained
like...
hard. You know, I've said this several times. I've done so much press, but I've done 111 rounds.
Yeah, there's no anger between the two of them.
Me sparring southpaws, you know, really getting it in, just working on the bags, doing sprint work, getting PBs. In my weight training. Some people like to critique.
Had to check those.
Yeah.
But no,
You can tell Temper has respect for him. They both have respect for each other.
The 400 meter.
The audio bugging, it is a little bit, but it's
yeah. You know, running under 1 minute.
Putting that
10.
work in.
Yeah. So it's.
Well, I assume they've used
just
camera audio
ready.
or something.
I'm just ready, man.
Temper, you see him, man. You hear all that, the PBs, all the work, sparring southpaws. How does that sound to you, man?
Man, I'm super excited because I've been on my A game as well, and you know, I feel like it's just gonna be fireworks on Saturday, and we're gonna have some fun.
I gotta know, you know, this is your first main event. This man has done it and done it and done it. He's led the scene. He's experienced the pressure. It's your first time here. Does any of that get to you now?
It's not his first time
here
here.
to the fight, especially fighting a man that's already done it.
No, not at all. I mean, my first fight was a co-main?
Co-main.
Yeah, it was co-main, and like I was wondering if that was gonna get to me, and it didn't. It wasn't anything. You know, that day it was just me and Kenny, and so I feel it's gonna be the same tomorrow.
Now, people say
First main event.
when you step into
fair.
KSI, it's a different level, and people fear this man. He said, "People fear me."
Well, I mean, that's why people keep pulling out. You know what I mean?
The people pull out. They don't show up. You're here to fight. You're showing up. Do you fear this man? Does any part of you fear that moment at all? Because that's what a lot of people are saying right now. Is Temper ready? Does he fear the nightmare?
No, imagine if someone said yes.
The nightmare, man.
Do you fear him? Yeah. That would be it. It'd be done. I'd love to see one person do that. One person who's got to just be like, you got to win a couple fights, but just the whole time be afraid. Not actually afraid. You know, like, imagine if, I'm trying to think who, like, Salt Pappy. The whole time he's just like, oh, I didn't really want to fight him because he's really good, but, you know, hopefully I can get lucky and win.
I don't fear the nightmare, man.
Pineda was afraid of, Pineda was afraid.
No. But, I mean...
Well, if he was actually afraid, then they wouldn't be in.
To, I guess, show face. And then as soon as we get in the ring, and then I just put it on him, he's going to be like, damn.
Well, that's interesting because you keep talking work rate.
Yeah. Well, it's just the pace. Like, I feel like a lot of boxing matches can be at such a slow pace, and I'm just there like, let's go. Like, I'm not here to just.
It's weird that they are respecting each other. They're not talking over each other and saying like, yeah, but you're wrong, blah blah blah. And starting
I'm
to
in
get
Lauren game. I'm there like, okay, I'm gonna jab, and I want to see some openings. I want to see what's going on. Right. I want to see if you can handle the pressure, if you can handle just everything about me. Yeah. I want to see if you can handle it. And yeah, I feel like with that, it kind of...
Why are there lightsabers?
Makes people drown.
It's weird.
Makes people panic. Makes people go, oh shit,
Spiky,
man.
thank you for the 4 months, by the way.
He's putting me on a pace
thank you again.
I ain't never been before.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't never been this tired in my life. And yeah, I'm going to be tired as well, but I just know you're not going to be as fit as me just because of how much
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
But you keep saying I don't know, but that's because maybe you actually don't. Maybe you actually don't, but I know what it takes and how much I push myself. And, you know, have you ever, for example, in training,
Here we go.
got to a point where your brain is telling you, nah, man, I can't do this anymore. I got to stop.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Sparring, yeah,
So-
absolutely.
I'm not. Obviously, I'm on JJ's side here, and I want him to win. Blah blah blah. But I felt like that's like everyone's probably had that, right? If you've fought, you've probably had that. Anyone who's done a long run has probably had that. Anyone who's it just didn't really like. Of course, Temper's going to have had that. He also does train to fight.
Absolutely.
No, I mean, but like, truly, like, even on the Versa climb or doing bag work where you're just there, like,
100%.
I need to like fake an injury, or I need to stop or something just to get you.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Okay, well, I mean, if that's the case, then maybe you're ready to enter the ring with me, man.
We're gonna squabble, man.
But I mean,
fucking squabble.
for me,
Squabble.
well, I don't think there'll be too much squabbling, if I'm being honest.
I think that's interesting because Temper has been saying a lot this week.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
gonna have a hard time touching him.
Yeah, that's just false. I'm gonna be all over you, man, and you're gonna want to play the outside game. You're gonna try and hit me, and I'm just gonna be like, that was tasty, bro. Yeah, man, I get hit hard, and I've never been dropped. The
I'm
only
gonna be
time
like-
I've ever been dropped is when I fought Logan. That was the first time I've ever been dropped in my entire life. And that was when
first
he brought
time
me
or the
down,
only
hit me
time?
back in the head, you know. But it was a great uppercut. It was a fantastic uppercut. But I was still there. I was still, like, I still stood up, you know, maybe too quickly. But I was still, you know, aware of everything. Yeah, everything was spinning, but I knew
Did I
what
ever
was
step in the
going
ring?
on,
Hell
so-
no. Yeah, his
so,
second fight.
Besides that, you know, I've worked on, you know, my neck muscles to make sure, you know, everything is just more tight and just. So I
I've
can
seen
take
that.
the
He does this
damage.
weird thing where he puts his head on the floor, like this part of his head is on the floor, and he's like running around in circles around his own head, looking like some like exorcism kind of stuff.
And yeah, like I just don't see you being able to stop me coming in the inside.
Tomorrow's a new day, bro. You're gonna get stopped tomorrow.
But you don't believe that.
Promise you.
No, but I know you don't believe that.
I do believe that.
No, but Tampa, man, come on.
Promise you, I believe that.
No, but you don't.
All right?
Oh wow, you. I just find it hilarious because it's just because everything I know, and like I always tell the audience that, you know, I believe I'm, you know, on a different level because I truly am, and I just need to keep showing people.
Right.
Like, I know what I've done in training, I know how hard I've worked, etc. And obviously the people don't know that, so that's why they're going to be like,
It
"Oh,
is
he's trying
weird
to be
again.
fast."
Every time he
But-
fights, he improves a little bit. Like he improves a little bit. He trains for 6 months. He improves. Blah blah blah. And then we don't see any of it. Like the first fight, obviously, I lived with him. I saw everything. Like me, Josh Vick, we saw every bit of his training, so we knew how much he was putting in. Whereas now he just goes and does it himself.
You know,
So he could have had
Saturday,
6
when
months
I
where he's
show
done nothing.
everyone what I'm about,
And we'd have no
then
idea.
People are going to be like, oh, maybe he's actually better than we thought.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to up the levels even more, you know, find even tougher opponents, and then Jake Paul, and then I just flatline him. And then it's going to be like, wow, KSI really is that guy. And then I'm
He's
just
that
gonna
guy.
celebrate.
He is
You gotta get through me first, though.
I'm going to get through you.
I don't think that's gonna
I'm
happen.
going to get through you.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Bro, you can hit me as hard as you like. It will do nothing to me. Okay? I've been hit by people 90 plus kilograms.
Yeah, the audio
and I'm
is more
knocking
right
them
here.
down. I'm knocking them out. Like,
Because they didn't hit you in the right angle.
He's not.
I did want to ask about that.
hit me
You
in the
know,
right.
It just takes a little chin. You know what I'm saying? Like,
everyone has a button.
Yeah,
right?
well, I mean, yeah, but like, that's.
just because you've been hit by like stronger people than me doesn't mean you've been.
Yeah, but
hit
I
in the
mean,
right
that,
place.
yeah, but then I just know footwork-wise, you're not going to be able to get that angle that you want. I'm not going to let you use that hand.
You don't know.
But I do. Because I've sparred 111 rounds of pure work. Of pure, like, people going at me. Like, going to try and knock me out. You've literally paid.
Did you say I fought 111 rounds of pure work? Toby with the 84 just had to up it, you know. Although Sam with 30 months, tier 3. Nuts. 111 rounds of dudes straight going at him. Sounds like Toby's Friday night.
8 people try and knock KSI out. And they've failed. And they're there like, fucking hell, I can't do this pace. This pace that KSI is on, it's ridiculous.
Temper, you hear about that pace, you hear about work rate.
Why is the
you hear
audio
him say,
off
I'm
like this?
going to take a couple to get where I want to get to.
Yep.
You're with Malik Scott now, obviously a renowned head coach. You guys have been working on some things. Do you think that's his detriment? To come in and say, yeah, I'm willing to get hit. I'm willing to take a couple. Because
Do I think that's his detriment? What you mean?
will that be to his detriment? Because, like you said, everyone has a button. And the more of those you take,
He's saying, what's
especially from a
detriment?
guy like yourself, tall, lanky,
Fatal that even the
hit from
14
the
months.
outside.
I don't know. I think you're in for a big surprise tomorrow.
Yeah, but give me something. Give me something like, what is this surprise?
On everything, man. I've been working on everything. Footwork,
Okay.
fundamentals, basics.
Okay.
Like,
So,
Do you feel your skill level is above
defense.
KSI by a
Okay.
great deal? Do you feel like he relies on pace and pressure and work rate more so than his actual
I
skill?
believe my skill set is higher in boxing.
okay, what? With shot selection?
Shot selection, defense.
There's no way to
Okay.
prove this in
controlling
here.
the range.
Okay.
And boxing IQ.
Okay. Give me an example
What you mean?
of your boxing IQ. So let's say I come hit you, I double jab you in the face. What are you doing?
But you wouldn't.
There it is. Temper, I want to know. We're going 6 rounds, 3 minutes, 18 minutes.
This
in there.
argument is
You haven't done that amount of time yet.
Mm-hmm.
You've prepared, you've trained,
this argument is
talked about getting
so.
this done by knockout.
You
How
wouldn't.
do you get that done?
The thing is, Temba is so hard to actually like argue with. Like he's so hard to try and go at and be like. If JJ was opposite Jake, they're both just gonna shout over each other, and you know who can twist the other one's words. That's all it is. Whereas Temper doesn't give you anything for that. He's just chill. You can't like start raising your voice at him because you'll look stupid. You can't try and pick apart what he says because he just doesn't answer it back.
I'm just gonna catch you at an angle, you know. I'm gonna find the angle and I'm gonna catch you.
I can't wait to see this angle, man. Why is that 90-degree angle? What, 86 degrees? What we're gonna protract it out? Like what we gonna do?
He made the Temper shot famous. He used angles to hit that one. So maybe KSI. How do you get this done? You're hearing him talk angles. You're hearing him talk boxing IQ.
I'm starting to get a little bit
ring
nervous
IQ,
now. You know.
Footwork. How do you get it done?
JJ acting like he's used protractor before.
Outside game,
That's rude.
I've got a few tricks up my sleeve. And then inside, I just know he's just going to struggle. Like, no one switches like me. Even with, me jabbing, I just know I'll be able to get on the inside super easy. I know I can cross step. I can change stances. I can fight southpaw and orthodox as well. So, yeah, I'm able to just find the right angle in order to get on the inside.
It's just weird because
really
this is the first time JJ's not speaking like
I love
I know he is still talking a bit like
body shot.
I didn't want to do him dirty there. I know he does sometimes talk like a villain in this, but normally he's like, I'm the nightmare. You can't beat me. I am the nightmare. KSI.
I love body shots because, the head's not always there. So, you can, slip and slide or move back or as much as you want, but eventually I'm going to get that body, and that body is going to slowly break you down. So if I don't get you the first round, I'll get you the second round. If I don't get you the second round, I'll get you the third round. And then eventually you'll start to just break down and be like, wow, I've got 6 rounds of this, and he's not slowing down. And then, at that point, it's GG. Well played. I'll shake your hand.
It's
and
a
I
GG.
thank you for entering the ring.
It's gonna be a lot harder than you think it is.
JJ don't know what
I
to
mean-
say, bro. JJ don't know what to say.
If you wanted to be sure, but it's inevitable that I'm going to destroy you.
Okay, now he's talking like a villain.
Temper, what are your final words to KSI, man?
I'm just very excited for tomorrow. And I appreciate the opportunity.
No, of course.
KSI, final words before you step in with us.
There we go.
Yeah, thank
time.
you very much for entering the ring. Big respect. You know, it shows you are a
But
fighter.
I am going to
unlike
have to
Dylan
destroy
Dennis,
you.
who is not
Here
a
you go.
fighter. And yeah, man, I'm very excited. Should be a good fight. And yeah, let's do it.
Respect
Oh!
is mutual, bro.
Of course, bro.
There it is, folks.
They
This is
didn't
your
say it.
main
I was
event
accepting it.
tomorrow night live from
Respect for
Oval
getting in the
Arena,
ring, and
only
I
on
will
DAZN
destroy
pay-per-view.
you.
Misfits DAZN X Series number 4, KSI, FAZE Temper. Gentlemen, thank you so much.
Thank you, man.
All right, guys. Good luck.
That was weird. It was weirdly calm. That was so weirdly calm. It was good though. Like, it's nice to see a different side to that. Normally it is just people just arguing for ages. So it was nice to see. Please, JJ, just do the business. Just get it done.